real Raymond and he's here to set it right. Just for kicks I came to kick the mic. I said I had a long day but tonight's the night.
Hello and welcome to Life is Life. I'm Raymond, and on the show today I've got someone who is a banker by profession, only in his part-time, but he's a full-time arm crusher, crushing people's arms. Wondering what am I talking? Well, he's a 6-time national champion in arm wrestling and ranked number 2 currently in the world. Please put your hands together and welcome Manoj Lean Devnath. First of all, Manoj, welcome to Life is Life. Absolute pleasure having you with us.
Thank you.
And before I even go on to ask you anything, I just want to ask you first on, right, you're like a very common person. What's your size? Talk about the arms.
I don't know exactly. It's
You've never like measured them?
It's 14 inches.
14 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to look at that way. Looks very bad. But then, you know, second rank in the world, it's a huge, it's an honor for all of us to have you here. And more than that, this wasn't a sport or something that you took up for the longest time. This was something just happened from an incident of you taking part in college. Before that, you were a cricketer. Like every Indian kid, you wanted to be a cricketer and represent India. Why did that not go well for you?
I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I come in this sports and I represented university level and district in Assam, where I belong from. So after that, when I was in college, so first time I played arm wrestling. So when I was in 12th standard, so after that I lost that time. Then when I was doing my graduation, that time like I play arm wrestling first time and I won in my weight class. And I become overall champion in that college, like it's called champion of champion. I was very thin in lightweight category. I was below 55 kg that time also. So from that onward, a journey started in for arm wrestling.
And when you say champion of champion, it's only in your weight class, or you beat people from different weight classes as well?
I beat people from different weight class.
And you were not like muscular back then?
No, I was below 55 kg.
And you were lean?
Yeah.
Just like your middle name?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, his middle name is Lean, L-E-E-N. But that said, going in, you went on to take part in state level after that.
Yeah.
So what happened to your results there?
So who was the judge that time? He was current coach, my current coach. He told me that if you do well, you can become good player in this sport. So I asked him if there is any small event, just let me know. So that time he asked me, I do train here, so you just join. So like that started. So I start training. Like after 1.5 months, there's a district championship. I won gold in district also first time.
Okay.
So after that started like state championship. When in state also I won gold. So like that, if you become champion in state championship, then only you can represent national.
Correct.
So like that it's happened, and my first national was 2014. It was in Agra. So there I got bronze.
So your first time competing on a national level, you won bronze.
Yes.
We'll come to the national part, but just to understand, you were a lean kid, right? And for you to think that I'm going to beat all these people who are above my weight, I mean, like above my size,
yeah,
that must have been a dream and maybe a little too ambitious.
See, to be frank, my dream from my childhood is always to represent India.
In some sport?
Not some sport, like I was thinking for cricket. So it's not happened. So after when I get into arm wrestling, I come to know this is something different. Size doesn't matter in this sport. You need lots of dedication, concentration, determination. So that time onward, I start keep on asking all my seniors, my coach, Rup Rajkor, he's from Assam. So what's the highest level in this sport? How can I represent India like that? I keep on asking that.
So you just can educate yourself a lot more to understand what levels you could reach.
Exactly. So it's very difficult to get place in national level.
I mean, let's say it wasn't that difficult for you because the first time itself in nationals you got a bronze.
Yeah.
That by itself is a huge accomplishment, right? Now from there you went on to represent India after you won the second national.
Yeah, after I won second national, there also I got a bronze medal. It was in Uttarakhand,
okay,
2015. So actually I didn't qualify. If you got gold or silver in national championship, then only you will get qualified to represent India. But fortunately, like first 2 place holder, gold and silver, they have some issue with passport and all, so they didn't win in my weight class below 55 kg.
Okay.
So I got opportunity to represent India.
How old were you at that time?
I was 19.
19. So you represented India at 19. I mean, this is beyond dreams for a lot of people to go on to represent India at the age of 19. Not only a sport like arm wrestling. Although the federation's been there for about 43 years, but it wasn't like a well-known sport. Someone wouldn't take it as a career option because, of course, there's not that much recognition like I mentioned. But then for you to go and represent India in this at 19, what were your thoughts that time?
So I work hard, and in my first World Championship, I got 10th place in my weight class below
This is the
55.
first time.
Yeah.
World run you were placed 10.
Yes. Total 72 country took part. It was in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So I play below 55 kg class. So I got 10th place in my first World Championship, and I learned many things. I come to know where I stand. Like after training so hard, and later on that time only 2015 September was World Championship. So after I do well in World Championship, I got selected to represent India in Indo-Pak Championship. It was in Lahore, Pakistan.
I wanted to come to that, the Indo-Pak Championship, because a lot of us know that Indo-Pak is more towards cricket and maybe hockey to an extent that we had that rivalry. It wasn't like a friendly sort of a series, wasn't it? Indo-Pakistan.
No.
It was just a proper competition.
Yeah, proper
And this
competition.
happened where?
This happened Lahore.
So you went to Pakistan and of course you had a great experience, but what happened in terms of the championship?
I was 55-60 kg, and final was with 85 kg plus Pakistani guy.
Okay.
Final. So lots of weight difference, and there is only one youth category, and I was a person like qualified to represent India in youth class. Youth means below 21 years. So like that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's be very fair to you,
Yeah.
because it wasn't a fair competition, because he was about 85 and you were about 55 and just about 20, and he's a national champion there.
Yeah.
And you were not even a national champion in India yet because you were winning the bronze medal that time.
Yeah.
So we'll give that to you because we really love the fact that you went on to take on someone who's much bigger size than you. And then I think you represented India in 2017 again, where you
16
came
also.
16 as well, but 17 is when you came 5th.
16.
16 is sixth, and then 17 you came 5th, I think.
17 4th.
4th.
In Asian.
So you've been having a gradual raise in terms of your ranking from 10th to 6th to 5th to 4th, and you also took part in both ends. Okay, from there to 2nd now, you're ranked number 2 in the world. What was going through your mind? Like there should have been some motivation. I have to win, like to make my country proud. What was it like for you?
See, last time when I got silver medal in China Open World Championship, it was happening in Shenzhen last September 2019. So like actually my first target was to enter in top 3. So when they stopped in our weight class, so I was confused. They stopped for top 4 or top 3. I keep asking all the organizers and all. So when I come to know I enter already in top 3, I was a bit relaxed. So after that final with Russian guy, so I was like sure that I will give my 100%. I don't know what will happen. So but I lost final with Russian guy.
I mean, that's just one loss, but there's so many more victories to happen in the future. But I just want to understand, how are you funding your trips for international championships?
See, it's difficult to get funds from government. But few states like Kerala, MP and all, they're getting government funds. Like it's recognized sport in Kerala and all. Since 2015, I was representing India. Only one time I got government fund, like Assam Tourism Department. They sponsor me for Asian Championship. Apart from that, yes, I got lots of support from my native home state, and there are many private companies. They supported me, NGOs and all. Here also, Bulldog Armwrestling also sponsor me for World Championship 2018, and where I'm working with Kotak Mahindra Bank, they're also sponsoring me. It's happened. It's a bit difficult to convince people, but you need to work hard. You need to find a way if you want.
True, but it's good to see private organizations, coming forward to help an athlete to go and bring pride to the nation.
Yeah.
But we only hope, the sport gets more recognition, because there's so much of talent in the country, so much of, muscle power that can bring in more accolades. And you said you're working as a banker as well. Your company is helping you. A lot of people, friends are bound to help you as well. But then, at times what happens is when you're going through all of this, does it ever occur to your mind, I wish the government funded me something?
It's good if government fund you, but when I come to know the scenario of the sport in our country, apart from cricket, I feel bad. Like there are many sport, recognized Olympic sport. Even my friends are into sport, like they're national champion, table tennis, badminton and all. If they want to go for like world championship, even in table tennis also, they need to find their sponsorship. It's
Correct.
Olympic sport, but they need to find their sponsorship. Government not supporting them. I understood that it's a bit difficult for government also to fund whole team like 30-40 members. But yeah, if athlete got support from government side, it's very easy for them to perform well. Being any sports like badminton, table tennis, recognized, unrecognized sports, whatever it may be.
But I mean, on the flip side of it, the funds may not be coming, but there's another thing that usually the government provides to an athlete in the country, especially someone who's an international standard, is they give them a government job, which is, of course, with a whole lot of benefits and perks that come along. So have you ever been approached by any government organization for that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But if they would you take that up?
Yeah, of course.
Of course?
Yeah.
You let go of Kotak Mahindra?
Let's see what will happen.
Well, we hope the best happens for you. When it comes to your training routine, it's of course very different compared to what every sort of a fitness person does, because it's more towards the arm strength. So what are the kind of stuff that you do?
We need to do weight training also for strength and all. So apart from that, there is few specific training. We need to train with lots of handles, different handles for professional arm wrestler. So we need to do lots of pulley training and all, and even we need to do table practice session once in a week. So that's all thing we need to keep in mind, and we need to move on.
You are called the Crusher. Why?
Like arm wrestling community, organizer of arm wrestling. There was a arm wrestling showdown in Bangalore, so it's a kind of super match. So people from different states, they took part. So they need a name for like all the super puller. So they asked to choose by the pullers, or they decided by themselves. So it decided by that arm wrestling community and that organizer.
So it was just them. It wasn't like you decided I'm going to call myself a Crusher.
No, they give 2-3 options. So they told it suit you, so it's up to you. So I told okay, it's fine.
So Manoj, Crusher, and there's another name that you also called by, Laughing Buddha. Because I mean, throughout, I think whoever is watching this should know that he's been smiling the entire episode. So why you called Laughing Buddha? Because of this?
I don't know. When I used to play cricket, when I was in school level, that time, who represent Ranji Trophy, who represent from India A also, is from my place, my town in Assam. So he started calling me like that. So after that,
So even when you're like bouting, are you still smiling like this?
No. At that time, mood is totally different.
Totally different. So you're not in that zone at all.
No.
You wipe that smile off, or the opponent wipes the smile off.
Yeah. But sometimes whenever you are full confident, you just keep holding and ask your opponent, come on, go. So like that.
Since you were talking about height earlier as well, and since you spoke about opponents, is height an advantage for someone?
No, not at all. So but some puller, if they're very tall, their hand is very long, they need to know how to take advantage of that leverage. But height doesn't matter if you have strength, techniques and all.
Of course, it's a sport of showing who's more muscular, who's got more power and all of that. But have you ever had arguments with contestants, or you had a standoff?
Yeah, it's happened multiple times.
Can we do a standoff with the two of us right now? Yeah?
Okay.
One way we can look at our heights as well. Okay, so we can't blink now. I've never looked into a guy's eyes like this ever in my life. I've never had a stare off. But you keep smiling. Why do you blink?
Oh, you're very smart.
That a lot of people say, but that's it. So I clearly won this. But you keep smiling at people when you're staring off with them?
There's one guy like Akash Kumar from Uttar Pradesh. He's very popular, famous in this sport. He was it's kind of very close match. So I own already left hand in 70 class kg also. Right hand championship was going on. So arm wrestling is psychological game also. Sometimes you need to tell something so that your opponent get angry and they lose their concentration. So it's happened. He was telling something to referee, and I was asking him, and he was angry.
So I just want to tell you, don't go by that smile. This Laughing Buddha is not the Laughing Buddha that you think he is. He's more of a beast when it comes to getting competitive. But moving on, let's get into the banking side of things. So what we've decided to do is we have a game that we planned, and it's to test up, I wouldn't say banking knowledge, but more to calculate something. It's easy, but just that I hope whoever's taught me math doesn't watch
this. I'm bad in mathematics and calculation.
This is the easiest thing to do. But what, you've done MBA or assistant manager in Kotak Mahindra. They have to fund you, so at least do this now, right? So, we're good to go? Yeah. Let's do this. So like I said earlier, Manoj is a banker, and this game is called Bank Tank. I couldn't find a better name, or could have, but we just thought of going with Bank Tank. It's as simple as this. We've done this during school, calculating simple interest, but we've just added a bit of a twist to this. So Manoj and I will go at solving a certain I would say, sum or a problem of simple interest by doing this first. So we go around this for 10 seconds like a merry-go-round and then go and calculate simple interest here. Now it's easy, but just that the twist is we might just get a little dizzy once you go around that. So Manoj, you ready?
Yeah.
Since you're my guest today, I'll let you start and yeah, we'll see what happens. So your sum is here.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what PRT is? That's principal 6,000, the rate is 5% and the time is 3 years per annum.
Okay.
So I want you to calculate the simple interest for this. Okay, ready?
Okay.
When you're ready. 1, 2, 3, go. You're playing very strategically, huh? Going so slow.
10 seconds over.
This is how all of us be walking in our old age. I hope we don't. 10 seconds done. Go on. Are you dizzy?
Uh-huh.
You can solve. You can solve an answer. Are you feeling dizzy?
Little bit.
Little bit. Because you ran so slowly. You didn't even run rather. Oh my god. Taking a while. Oh. Good lord. You give up?
Yeah.
Okay, should I just change this? You want to change the numbers for me? Man, I wonder how am I going to do this. So I'll tell you what Manoj has done. I asked him to give me a different sum. And Manoj, I wouldn't say he's been lazy, but here's what he's done. He just added 1 before the 6, making it 16,000. And he's just on a bit of a curve to make the 5% 6. So my job is to find the simple interest of this. I hope I don't disappoint my math teacher from school or wherever I've learned math from. So whenever you're ready, you want to count for me?
Ready? Start.
Oh God, I'm already feeling dizzy.
Speed.
Whoa!
Last 5 seconds.
Hey,
Speed.
it's gone beyond 5.
No. Last 4.
Oh wow.
Last you touch that. Last 2 seconds.
Hey, it's more 10 seconds. Okay, I'll keep going, I think.
Done.
Oh. Where's the board? 16 into 6 into 3. 16. Shit. 16. Why am I feeling dizzy? 16 into 6. I forgot. 96. No, 96. 16 into 2, 32. 32 into 3. 96. 96 into 3. 96 into 3. 3 6s are 18. 3 9s are 27. 27. 28. 28. So that is 3 divided by 100. 2,880. So the answer should be 18,880. Is that the correct answer? Whoa! For the first time, I've solved a math problem, that too being dizzy. I think my math teacher should be proud of me. Although my handwriting is very, very bad, terrible handwriting. But Manoj, being a banker, I think beating you, I should be proud of this.
Yeah, you should proud. But it was first time I did.
I don't do this every day, Manoj. If I was doing this every day, I wouldn't be doing something like this that I do, like life is life. Well, I definitely think I've done my math teacher proud. And Manoj, I think Kotak Mahindra must be thinking about your employment already. But we hope it doesn't go that far. And I'm going to wish you all the best from all of us at Life is Life. Go ahead and win that World Championship. Come back as number 1. And of course, do remember us when you get there at the podium. And yeah, all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Here's what we can take away from this episode. Are you disappointed with what you've achieved so far? You will stay right there. Take a break, move ahead, build a bit of hope. Even an ounce of hope is enough to get you moving forward. So go ahead, build that hope and move forward. Until next time, keep watching Life is Life.
Things get twisted, but life is life. Life ain't fair, but life is life.